Hello everyone. This is Rudra Banerjee, and in this video, I'm going to talk about a playlist regarding Python programming language that I'm going to start. We are going to start from the very basic introduction regarding the Python programming language, and through it, we're going to understand all the basic necessities to start with programming language, then go into the more advanced parts like understanding the object-oriented programming and more other advanced things. And then finally, we're going to do a lot of problem solving. We're also going to go things like file handling exceptions. And with that, we are probably going to end this course consisting of this playlist. I have this first presentation where we are going to get an idea about what we are going to learn, what one is going to achieve if he completes this course, if he or she completes this course, what are the objectives of this course, an idea about the syllabus that we are going to cover. And for someone who has no idea regarding programming or who is doing his first programming with the Python language, then what he is supposed to do, what first initial things he has to do on his device in order to get an idea with start programming. So as you can see, it's a Python programming course introduction. And we're going to talk about a lot of things in this course. So first thing is that before doing any programming language that we generally do is that you have to install that language in your device. And after that, you do need an IDE, which is an integrated development environment. This is the place where the programming language, that software that you have downloaded, that integrates with your device, and the code that you write is understood by your device. So you need an integrated development environment. One very useful IDE that you can use, very common, and which is having lots of good features which can help you with writing code and having features like auto suggestion, auto correction, debugging, a better visual display. So you can obviously use Visual Studio Code, VS Code. You can go to the Visual Studio Code website and download as per your Windows or OS requirements or Mac requirements, x64, x32, whatever you need. You can also use PyCharm, but I would suggest you to start with Visual Studio Code as it is very beginner friendly and it looks quite professional. So first thing is that you need to, as I would be giving you this file that I'm here, you just open this file. Or you don't even need this file, you just go to the official Python file and from there download the official Python, okay? And then that should be like 3.10 newer is recommended. And then you just install this Python and you have to add the file in which you are installing, that you have to add in your path. So basically, I'm showing you some ideas. It's like once you go to your start, you type env. So this gives you your environment variables, right? Once you install that Python programming language and you decide which folder you are storing that language files, you get that file path basically. So after you get the file path, you go to your environment variables. Okay, you click here path. This is where you have to add it. So in order to add, you have to do this edit click. Once you click this edit, here you have to basically paste that file path and then you have to do it. Like probably it's stored in my case, right? So as you can see, yes, here it is. C users. This is app data, local packages, Python software foundation. So here my one is added here in the path. Python scripts, Python software foundation. This is added. So this is how my device is actually able to recognize the Python programming language because I've added the environment path to it. Similarly, you have to install it and then go to that folder where you're storing your Python scripts or Python software foundation file. Get that path, paste it, and then just press OK and you just start. Press this edit. Once you press this edit, you paste it here, whatever it is, like something I'm not typing this, something like this, you paste it out there and then just press OK and it gets automatically added. And you can, your work is done regarding integrating that with your device, right? Fine. After you do this, you can verify the installation by going to the Python command prompt. It's like here I have. So this is Python 3.11 that is installed in my device. Once I open it up, once you also install, you would have this similar thing. I can check my Python version here just by typing Python. So see, Python is not defined. This is, yeah, it's supposed to be like that. It's probably Python 3. Okay. This is the command prompt. Already has Python installed on it. They are saying the stand1 line 1 module named Python is not defined. Well, whatever. So leave that, and after doing that, next thing is that once everything is installed, you have an IDE. So VS Code looks like this. Once you have VS Code, you can it's already installed in my case. So you can click Python file here, and it automatically starts a Python file. This is how it looks. You can also install something referred to as a Jupyter Notebook, which looks like this. It's a Jupyter Notebook. So this codes one by one, right? This Jupyter Notebook. Here you can have like cells, and this is also very beginner friendly to write code cells one by one. You can install this thing. The details are here in the page that I have given to you. Similarly here, yeah, you can set up a Jupyter Notebook, which is optional in this case. You just need to go there in the command prompt and just pip install notebook. Remember, this command is very common. It's very it's the same way you're going to install later important files. Just like pip install and the name of the thing that you want to install. Like example, NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib. These are very important. Some of the Python libraries that are required for data analysis. So for someone who has no idea about programming, so libraries are like a collection of various modules which have codes already written by some other people that you can take directly and run without writing them by yourselves. So you're basically borrowing codes written by other persons, trusted codes. So like NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, these are like libraries which is codes of various programs which you can directly use, like using random numbers or picking up random numbers from a normal distribution, uniform distribution. These things you don't need to code by yourself. They are already coded, and you can directly use the functions. These are what basically libraries are meant for. Similarly, the way of installing any library is simple in Python. You write pip, then you write install, and then you write the name of the library. Just remember this. Similarly, you have to install this pip install notebook, right? Then after everything is done, now your device is ready to code. It can understand your code and give the output. So now what is remaining is you need to understand some of the very basic things. You can download this Python documentation, which is like a document file, and you can read some of the introductory way how to code and all. Rest you can also understand from the lectures that I'm providing. Slowly we are going to learn how to code, how to solve problems by coding. So after all this, now we can finally come to get an idea about the course overview. That is what we are going to get or what we're going to learn in this program. So usually for someone who has previously taken a programming courses knows, generally we know what is the structure. So we generally start with very basic things like variables, like functions, and then we have if-else conditionals, then we have flow conditionals like loop and other things, right? And then after doing this, we get towards function, and then we get a bit towards other data structures like linked lists and all. Then we go towards object-oriented programming, and to more advanced things like file handling and exception. A similar flow is going to happen out here. First, you have this introduction to Python, which is overview of Python and its application, setting up an environment that we have just discussed. Then you have the Python basics, which is the syntax, variables, data types. Then the control flow, if, else, loops. Then we have data structures. These are like list, tuples, dictionaries, and sets. We're going to understand what data structures are. Why are these data structures important? What are they used for? And then we have OOPS, referred to as object-oriented programming. No need of any sort of anxiety. We're going to understand this thing in very detail. And at last we have file handling, which is reading and writing files and working with CSV and JSON files. Now question is, what you will achieve if you complete this playlist? What are the things that you're going to have at the end of the course? Let's read them one by one. You are going to develop a solid understanding of Python programming fundamentals. You gain the ability to write efficient and clean Python code. You master the problem solving techniques through practical exercises. That I must remember you, we're going to solve a lot of problems in this playlist, along with learning coding, and we're going to apply this thing on solving problems. You're going to be equipped with real-world problem programming tasks. Build a portfolio project to demonstrate your skills to potential employers or collaborators. Be prepared to explore advanced topics like data science, machine learning, and web development. That's true. The reason why many of you are going to learn Python is that after learning Python in a little depth, in a little idea, you're going to jump onto the major applications, the portions where Python is being used. Let it be web dev, and generally it is more towards machine learning and data science, machine learning, deep learning. It's very, very amazing with Python that you can do. So that is the best thing about Python. Then we are going to have problem solving sessions. We are going to take up problems from various programming sites like JFG and Lead Code and Hacker Earth and everything. We're also going to get some random programming problems that I'm going to design by myself or some from other texts. Some of them are going to be solved during the lecture. Some of them would be given to you to solve on your knowledge after going through the lectures. So, and yeah, at last, it's just your call to action. That if you are interested and you want to learn something, if you like the way the course is going to go, you can definitely subscribe the channel for further notifications and continue with me through the course. So all the best to everyone. It's a new year, and it would be a good idea if you start the new year with learning something very interesting like programming. Or for someone who knows programming, it would be a very good start to learn a new programming language like Python, which has its amazing use cases nowadays regarding the trending fields like artificial intelligence and machine learning. Let's give it a start. Let's give it a go. It would be a very good journey. Together we would achieve the programming language and we would learn a lot regarding programming in computers and problem solving. Thank you so much. Stay connected and keep supporting. Thank you.